This right here is Nothing's latest earbuds, the Nothing Ear. And yes, even though these are technically Nothing's third generation of the Nothing Ear, they decided to drop the number entirely, so the order now goes Nothing Ear 1, 2, Ear. Weird naming change aside, what is new about the Nothing Ear and why should you care? The earbuds pretty much look the same and they still use the same kind of squeeze controls on the stem. However, something important to note about the design is that Nothing actually is using more recycled materials in the construction of the Nothing Ear. So, I mean, that's a nice touch. A lot of the upgrades actually happen under the hood. For example, in terms of connectivity, they now use Bluetooth 5.3 and support multi-point up to 2 devices. And in the Nothing X app, you can actually enable something called low lag mode, which, you know, lowers the latency, which is essential for when you are gaming with your earbuds. And new to the Nothing Ear, LDAC is finally supported by these earbuds. So that's great for Android users since you now have another option for a high quality codec you can use when streaming through Bluetooth. Connectivity aside, let's get into the meat and potatoes, some of the highlight features that will basically determine whether or not you're gonna buy these earbuds, starting with noise cancellation. The Nothing Ears now feature adaptive ANC 2.0. And Nothing is also saying that these earbuds will come with a smart ANC algorithm. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you put on the earbuds, essentially what happens is that the earbuds will analyze the seal between your earbuds and your ear canal, and then adjust the amount of active noise cancellation depending on how much noise leakage is detected. Nothing is actually even claiming that you'll get up to 45 decibels of attenuation at 5,000 hertz, which is actually a bold claim because that would mean that the ANC performance of the Nothing earbuds would be comparable to something like the Sony WF-1000XM5, which is a much more expensive option compared to Nothing's offering. So it'll be interesting to get these into our lab to test out the ANC and see just how these measure up against the best of the best and the more expensive options. Now, while our ANC tests are underway, let's actually answer the big question here. Do the Nothing Ear actually sound good? What did Nothing do with the Nothing Ear to improve the sound quality? Well, a couple things. For starters, they're using new 11mm dynamic drivers, and they have also opted to use a ceramic speaker diaphragm, which the company claims leads to improved clarity over using other speaker diaphragm materials like plastic, which is what you'll find in most earbuds. And on top of that, the new Nothing Ear inherits the dual chamber design of the Nothing Ear 2, while adding an extra vent. All of this should really help improve clarity and minimize distortion, so Nothing says. Now, I had a chance to use these earbuds and listen to them while working here at the office for a couple of hours, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed just jamming out to my music with these buds. Granted, I'd say that the out-of-the-box sound sounds a little too bass heavy for my taste. I'd like that amount of bass if I was working out, but seeing as that I was listening to these while seated at my desk in a quiet office environment, yeah, things like kick drums and bass synths just sounded a bit too loud for my taste. But fortunately, all this can be remedied by going into the Nothing X app and using the EQ. Speaking of which, I do gotta give Nothing some credit here because with the Nothing Ear, the app gives you access to a very, very comprehensive 8-band equalizer, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that you can actually choose which frequencies you're adjusting, and you can adjust the Q band so you can choose to adjust a wider range of frequencies. The only other app that I know that does this is the Shure Play app, but the fact that I can go in and really tune the earbuds to my liking is a huge, huge benefit, especially given that these earbuds are much cheaper than something like the Sony WF-1000XM5 or Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds. And the cherry on top is that you'll actually be able to share your EQ presets with other people if you so desire. Now, if the advanced EQ is a bit too complicated for you or you don't want to fiddle with that much control, there are other ways to adjust the sound to your liking. There's the bass enhance feature, which essentially uses a proprietary algorithm to adjust the low frequencies in the music you're listening to. But if you want an even more bespoke listening experience, then you can take advantage of Nothing's partnership with Mimi and use the personalized sound profile feature. And this essentially guides you through a listening test to help generate the perfect EQ tailored for your ears. And what I really like is the fact that you can adjust the intensity of that sound profile that they generate for you. So it's great that Nothing is offering so many ways to get the best listening experience, again, for a very competitive price tag. Now, of course, seeing that these are new earbuds, Nothing is also claiming improved microphone quality thanks to their clear voice technology 3.0, and kind of in line with every other earbud manufacturer recently, Nothing's earbuds are also using AI-based noise cancellation, which should result in better vocal isolation and improved noise rejection. The company claims that this mic should result in about 60% less interference compared to the microphone on the Nothing Ear 2. Of course, it remains to be seen just how well these microphones perform, but until then, well, you guys are listening to the microphone from the Nothing Ear right now. Let me know what you guys think. Does this sound any good? Let us know in the comments. Now, we're also seeing a bump in battery life here, about 25% more battery life compared to the Nothing Ear 2. According to Nothing, the buds themselves should last for about 5.2 hours with ANC on and 8.5 hours with ANC off. You do get both wired and wireless charging, and there is fast charging available, where 10 minutes in the case gives you 5 hours of playback with ANC on and 10 hours with ANC off. Pretty impressive, not gonna lie. So the Nothing Ears will be available in black or white through the Nothing.tech store. But hold on, we're not done. These aren't the only earbuds Nothing announced today. They have also announced the Nothing Ear A, which is essentially a less premium version of the Nothing Ear and is replacing the Nothing Stick. Now, in terms of the design, you can see that the Ear A follows Nothing's design language, although unlike the Ear 2 and Ear, the case does look shorter and wider and has the buds facing vertically instead of, diagonally like with the Nothing Ear. But what's a big improvement from the Nothing Stick is the fact that the Nothing Ear A ditches the half in-ear fit of the stick and just opts for a traditional in-ear fit, which helps ensure a proper seal, meaning that sound around you isn't just gonna leak in as you're listening to music. Now, the earbuds themselves are IP54 rated, just like with the earbuds on the Nothing Ear, but unfortunately, because the Ear A is the less premium option, the charging case is only IPX2 water resistant. Connectivity wise, the Nothing Ear A is using Bluetooth 5.3, supports multi-point and that low lag mode I mentioned earlier, and it does support LDAC, but it does not support LDHC. So if you're an avid user of that codec, sorry, these earbuds aren't gonna work with that codec. In terms of noise cancellation, it looks like the Nothing A are essentially using the same ANC technology as the Nothing Ear, which is really great to hear. And the Nothing Ear A also seems to be using the same clear voice technology 3.0 as the Nothing Ear A. So I guess in terms of ANC performance and microphone quality, the Nothing Ear A should perform similarly to the Nothing Ear. Now, when it comes to sound quality, this is likely where we're gonna see a difference in performance between the Nothing Ear and Ear A. The Nothing Ear A, yes, does use the same 11mm dynamic drivers found on the Ear, but it does use a plastic diaphragm instead of the ceramic diaphragm. It's unlikely that this is going to result in a wildly different frequency response once we measure it, but again, we just have to get the earbuds in the labs to see, and we will let you know once we're done testing. Apologies to interrupt your regularly scheduled programming, but just at the last minute, we actually ended up receiving the Nothing Ear A, and I gotta say, in terms of sound quality, I'm really impressed. Out of the box, these had less of a bass emphasis compared to the Nothing Ear, which is great because that suits my personal preference. However, I did notice that when listening to music with these, especially pop tracks and orchestral tracks, I felt that it lacked a bit of clarity in treble frequencies, so things like violins and even some vocals. I lost a bit of detail there compared to the Nothing Ear. However, despite that, I think just with a little EQ adjustments using the Nothing X app, these sound really great. For the price, especially considering that these are $99. Oh, by the way, wait, I forgot to get my phone, hold on. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now that we do have these in the studios, I get to test out the mics. Let me know what you guys think about the microphone quality. Apparently, it uses the same mic technology as the Nothing Ear. So in theory, it should sound like the other mic sample that you heard earlier in this video. So let me know what you think. Do you like how this sounds? Leave a comment down below. Fortunately, the Nothing Ear A does give you access to features like the new bass enhancement algorithm and also custom EQ controls. However, because again, these are the more budget option, the Nothing Ear A will not give you access to the advanced 8-band equalizer, nor will you have access to the personalized sound profile feature. In terms of battery life, we're still looking at similar figures to the Nothing Ear. So the Nothing Ear A should last you 5.5 hours with ANC, 9.5 without ANC. You do get fast USB-C wired charging, but unfortunately, no wireless charging. However, with all these compromises, the fact that the Nothing Ear A will be available for $99, it's honestly not that bad of a deal. In fact, it still seems like a really good value, and it seems quite up there with other competitors in the $99 earbud market, like the Anker Soundcore Liberty 4NC. And if the Nothing Ear A's end up performing similarly to the Nothing Ear, then I think we've got a really great budget earbud option on our hands. Now, same with the Nothing Ear, the pre-orders for the Nothing Ear A will start today as this video goes live, $99 on the Nothing.tech store, and sales will begin on April 22. And for both earbuds right now, they're only going to be available through Nothing's website, but I'm sure that will change as time goes on and they open up sales to retail stores. Now, as enticing as the Nothing Ear and Ear A may sound, I would highly recommend holding off pre-ordering and just waiting for our full reviews to drop. If you are in desperate need of some budget true wireless earbuds, then I'm going to actually suggest that you check out this review for what I argue is one of the best true wireless earbuds under $100.